Hey guys, Zach at Joker's Trains. So we're going to do a quick video tonight. We're going to cover a brief overview of the history of the GP30 diesel locomotives. And then we're going to talk about my thoughts and opinions on this brand new Lionel Legacy B&O GP30. So these engines were built for 2 years, 1961 and 1963. And they built 948 production models of the GP30. So of those 948, they were all purchased by 29 different railroads. So the Alaska Railroad only bought one. They scraped together all their pennies, took them, from the igloos, from the Eskimos, whatever they could do to get their GP30, but they got one, so congrats to them. And then now we'll do the top 4 purchasers of this. So Southern Railway had 120. Second on the list was the mighty UP, they had 111. Third on the list was ATSF, the Santa Fe. They had 85. Fourth on the list was the best and only, yours truly, the B&O. They had 77 GP30s. So of those, the 77 GP30s, they started with cab number 6900 and went to 6976. Now, before you guys get carried away, start clicking on that little comment section. Leave me little comments about, hey man, that cab number is 4131. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So this is the best that I can come up with on this. This is a Csx Patch. So once the CSX acquired the B&O on that sad day, they shortly after renumbered all the B&O engines to fit whatever numbers the CSX decided they needed them to be. And I'm assuming that they need this one to be 4131 because I've looked up pictures of the actual B&O 4131 GP30, and it looks just like this, except not quite so pretty. So I assume that's what happened here. So there's why we have that cab number. Now, if you guys wanted to take a little trip and you live east of the mighty Mississippi, you can go to the B&O Museum. They have one. They have cab number 6944 there for your viewing pleasures. And if you don't know where the B&O Museum is, and if you're not familiar with Google, it's in Baltimore, Maryland. So, B&O's museums in Baltimore. It's kind of clever, I know. But so if you want to see one or you're in the Baltimore area, swing by the museum, check it out. And now, fun little fact, these engines apparently made 2,250 horsepower from what I read. And to me, that seems like a decent amount of horsepower for the 1960s. I could be wrong, could be way low, could be way high, but it seems decent. And they had a top speed of 71 to 83 miles an hour. Now, to me, it seems like we could have narrowed that down, maybe got a highway patrolman come check it out, hit him with a radar gun at some point between 1961 to 2021. Maybe we could have somebody get a real speed on it, but hey, that's what they do, 71 to 83, good for them. Now, that's enough of the actual history of GP30s. Now let's talk about this brand new Lionel Legacy. Now, this engine I picked up on the last day at York, so I picked it up Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning at York before I left. I got it from Nassau Hobby, and I don't typically talk prices with you guys, but on my used steam engines, I won't typically talk prices. But on anything brand new, I don't mind telling you guys what I paid for it. I paid $439.99 after I valiantly tried to get him down to $400. I just caved and bought it for $439, but he didn't charge me tax. So hey, thanks Nassau Hobby, good looking out. But so I picked it up from Nassau Hobby, and I like this engine. I think it's super cool. This is my first engine that has the 5 horns and 5 bells on it. I could have done without that feature, to be honest, Lionel, but I guess I'll pick the one that I want and leave it there till I either break it or sell it. So probably forever. I don't think I'll change them, but it's a cool feature. And I think this is my second engine that has the Bluetooth feature, which, once again, not something that I really use. But some people like it, so hey, I guess it's cool that Lionel includes that free of charge. Yeah, it's not free, but anyways. So now this model here, the paint job is fantastic. Don't get it twisted by the ultra blueberry blue look that it has right now. It's not that bright. My lights are helping that out tremendously. It's really not that bright. But it is a very beautiful model. The paint job is fantastic on it. And when I run around, you'll get to hear the sounds. typical Lionel legacy sounds. They sound fantastic. But, you know, overall, it's just a great model. And for some reason, I like these 4-axle diesels a lot better than the 6-axle diesels. And I don't know why that is. I just like the little smaller, earlier type diesels. I think they're cool. They got a little bit more character to them, it seems to me like. But yeah, that's where we're at on this. Overall, this fantastic engine. If you want a GP30, go pick one up. I'm not going to do a full-on detail breakdown review of this because we all know Eric Siegel is going to do it. And I assure you, I cannot review things like that guy. But overall, I think this is a great engine. Super solid runner, great smoker, great sounds. And it's your typical Lionel, you know. You know, you're buying the best. You're buying Lionel. So let's get some freight cars hooked up to this thing. We'll run around a couple times around the layout and call it a day. But if you guys have made it this far, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please subscribe if you're not. Click the little bell so you get notifications when I make other crusty videos like this one. And like the video, please. That's super helpful. And comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the Lionel Legacy B&O GP30. So, till next time, thanks for watching, guys.
This is the dispatcher. Start up and hold. Over. Okay, let's get to work. Out. Hey, Magina. Clear by about a car length. Right, Patty? Clear him. Dispatcher, error is made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? Over. Hold your position. Out. The switchless says we've got 1 off and 3 on at the head end. Dispatcher, ready to roll. Can I pull? Over. You're good to go. Dispatcher out.